Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited because I have been doing YouTube for a full year and a few months. So I have now a collection of 2019 luxury favorite beauty products. So I thought what I would do is kind of go through different categories, and I really tried to narrow it down to the ones that I have basically used the most, are continuing to still use, and just a few of my standouts that I just think have been an amazing hit in 2019. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Quick note, I'm not going to go through a ton of details on all of these products because if you've watched any of my videos, you will have seen me using these in action and stuff, and I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long. So let's go ahead, dive in, and we're going to start with primers. So I am not a huge primer girl, but if I am going to use them, I still love, and that is my Tom Ford Illuminating Primer. You guys, this is still one of my most used primers when I do, but I do have to tell you, the new Victoria Beckham, this is the Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. This has basically nudged my little favorite out just a bit. I love both of these. They are not overly shimmery. They are going to give you that lovely lit from within. And of course, each of them does have some skincare benefits. So these are my two favorite primers of 2019. Okay, next one, you will not be surprised. We're gonna move on to foundations, and you guys, it seemed like this past year was the year of foundation launches, but I may not have done YouTube long enough. Maybe this is gonna be every single year of foundation, but anyhow, I'm gonna just run through my favorites, and you guys, these are the ones that I just have been using in my rotation the most in the past year. And we're gonna start with Chanel. This is the La Beige Eau de Teint. You guys love this one. Fantastic formulation, kind of a surprise, and this is going to be in your kind of sheer to light coverage. Next up is going to be the Tom Ford. This is the Soleil Flawless Glow Foundation. Love this guy. Again, one of my most used, and this one's going to have kind of a light, a little bit more coverage than this guy, but still lighter coverage. Then we have got the Sicily Phyto Tint. This is the Ultra Éclat. And this is the newer formulated version of this foundation. I'm wearing it today. You guys kind of have fallen back in love with this guy. Again, just a really great foundation. And again, this is gonna kind of have that light to medium coverage. Then we've got two from Surratt Beauty, and that is the Dew Drops. And what I found is I love to mix the two of them with the Surratt Beauty. This is the Surreal Foundation, the Surreal Skin Foundation Wand. And I love to mix the two of these. This has a little bit more of a medium coverage. This is going to give you that sheer to light glowy coverage. And the two of these mixed together just kind of give you a really nice, beautiful finish. So I love this on its own, the Dewdrop. I love this one on its own, but when I put the two together, for some reason, it is perfection for me. Then we have the Clé de Peau, and this is the Radiant Cream to Powder Foundation. You guys, this is my favorite foundation to travel with. This one is going to give you the most coverage out of all the ones I mentioned. This is described as sort of a semi-matte. It has a radiant finish, but the way that it's described is going to have a little bit of a matte because it's that powder foundation. But I have dry skin and have had no issues with it. I love this guy. You guys, I've almost finished this up, and yes, I would repurchase. So love that one. And then I bet many of you will not be surprised. This is not new. It has not been launched in 2019, but I have fallen in love with Chantecaille Future Skin. This was the most surprise hit for me. I have purchased this in the past at least 4 times throughout decades, you guys, and have never really thought it was that special. And now I don't know what it is. It's not been reformulated. It is just the same gel-based foundation, but I love it. My skin loves it, and it is just perfection for me. So this is just my current favorite foundation. Love that so much. Okay, concealers. Concealers are hard for me, you guys. I don't necessarily love them, but I do have a few that I did end up really kind of enjoying and liking this year. And the first is actually, this is the Chanel, and this is called the Le Corrector, and this is in Rose. So this little baby, I love to put just right in the inner corner, right in my eye, and it just brightens everything up. This is kind of a game changer for me. And again, I don't put it all the way underneath my eyes, just kind of right in this corner. But you guys, if you need to look like you have had 8 to 12 hours of sleep, this little guy is magical. So this one has been a game changer. Then I really enjoyed, and you're gonna see, I have almost used this up. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. This one I did really enjoy and obviously have been using. So this is kind of like my overall concealer. I like it even on my skin. And then for underneath my eyes, you guys, I really love the Chantecaille. This is the Le Camouflage Stilo. This one does not have like a ton of coverage in it, but it does kind of brighten up, and it's very moisturizing for underneath the eyes. I feel like this one is fantastic for more mature skin. It just has an anti-fatigue complex in it, so it actually kind of like lifts up the eyes a little bit. It's very comfortable, and it does not crease. So those are going to be my concealer choices for 2019. Moving on to powder. And again, you guys, I'm not a huge powder girl, but my most favorite powder of the year is the Tom Ford, and this is their illuminating powder. This is in translucent. And you guys, I don't know if you can see, but this is pretty much the powder I use on a daily basis. I love it. It's not too illuminating. It's not drying. It just sort of perfects my skin, and I really love that one. So this one is a true standout for 2019 for me. Then the next one is going to be the Chantecaille. This just came out during the holiday season, and this is the Éclat d'Eau. And you guys, this is this powder to balm, and I love this. This just perfects your skin. It gives it a nice blur. This is illuminating, but again, not too illuminating, and my skin seems to agree with it. So I love those two. Bronzers. So bronzers, you guys, basically, I want to give a quick shout out to Chanel. Chanel basically hit it out of the park all year long for me. I think I may have skipped maybe 1 or 2 of their collections or new launches, but overall, everything that I purchased from them, I have truly loved. And one standout was, you're gonna see it's very well used. This is their Duo Bronze at Lumiere, and I love this formulation of bronzer. It has a huge dent in it, you guys, but the shade of this bronzer just was perfect for my skin tone, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I wish, I'll be honest, I didn't use this highlighter as much. I wish there was just a full pan of this guy because I really love that. So this one is in the medium, and it is was my most worn bronzer. And then recently I picked up the Chantecaille Real Bronze. And you guys, I love this bronzer. It is creamy, it is fantastic. This is probably my newest favorite bronzer, and I would definitely repurchase, and I do want to try the other shade of this as well. So love that. Highlighters, I'm going to go with my favorite highlighter of all time, and that is the Westman Atelier, and this is Peau de Pêche. You guys, this one is just my favorite gorgeous kind of peach, kind of bronzy highlighter. Love this, would definitely repurchase. Next up, this is from the Chanel Holiday Collection, and this is this gorgeous illuminating powder, and this is in Metal Peach. You guys, this is just like the perfect fleshy kind of highlighter. So this is just perfect for my the kind of highlighter that I want. Not too blingy, but it's gonna give you that really pretty, fresh, gives your skin a nice little glow without being over the top, and I just really love this. I love this on the eyes. I'm getting a ton of wear out of this and cannot give it enough kudos. Now, I also love the Chanel Balm Essential, and this guy is in Sculpting. So this is gonna be the perfect kind of cream highlighter. And again, you guys, it's just going to give you that kind of dewy, healthy looking skin. I love the formulation of these. You can use this all over. You can use it with a little brush. You can just dab it onto your skin. You can put it up on your eyelids, on your lips. It's just very versatile, and I really love this guy. And I did just pick up the other color in Golden Light. There is one other one in the series, but you guys, this one would be one of my most used highlighters. Moving on to blush, I did end up getting the Tom Ford Glow Sticks. You guys, I use these all the time. I have it in the Mageve as well as the Soleil Neige colors, and I use these. These also have highlighters on the other end, so I would also say that I use this as a highlighter, but these little cream blushes are just so gorgeous, and really glad that I picked these up because they're easy to travel with, and also great because it's got a highlighter as well as a blush on the other end. And I actually use both of these colors pretty consistently, and these have just been a standout. I really am glad that I got them. Love the formulation, easy to use, really great product. And then my other blushes that I fell in love with were the Chantecaille, specifically the blush in Bliss. This one is just so perfect, you guys. It's that beautiful pink shade, kind of a nice neutral, and I love it, of course, the Bliss. A subscriber told me I needed to get this because that was named Bliss, and she was right. Not only do I love that, but I love the fact that this color is just perfect. The other one that I picked up is the color in Emotion, and this is a little bit more coral, and this is the B. But you guys, these little powder blushes, I feel like they glide on so well on the skin. They stay all day long, but they also kind of meld into the skin. So you're not gonna have a bunch of kind of powder on top of your skin. I feel like it just sort of sinks in, almost looks like a cream kind of blush, but with the longevity of a powder. So cannot give these powder blushes enough kudos, and I would definitely pick up other colors. Okay, now we're gonna dive into eyes, and I have a lot of eye products, you guys. So I'm realizing really love, this has been a banner year for eyeshadows. That's one of my favorite things anyway to buy, but we're gonna go ahead, dive in first to eyeliners, and I just need to give a shout out to my Chanel. These are the Stilo U liners. These are gel, they are waterproof. These have been my favorite liners for years, and a few of my favorite colors this year, you guys. You're not gonna be surprised if you've watched any of my videos, but Purple Choc is ringing in at #1. Love Purple Choc. It is just a beautiful purple shade. I love Purple Choc. I also fell in love with Brun Agape, and I know that that was released a previous year, but it is new to me and I cannot get enough of that. And then I also want to mention Blackwood is that perfect in between a brown and a black. Love that. So these eyeliners, you guys, I also bought Celadon, Khaki Intense. I pretty much love all of those eyeliners. There isn't really a color that I do not care for, but just wanted to say the love is still there for my Purple Choc. So good. Okay, for eyeshadows, you guys, I am going to admit I had not really purchased a lot of Chanel quads in quite some time, and I feel like Lucia Pica has hit it out of the park this past year with all of her launches, and I'm gonna just kind of run through most worn palettes, but I would say honestly I wear a lot of Chanel eye quads now, and that was not true the previous year. So shout out to the Blurry series. You guys, I had a lot of fun kind of diving in with these quads. Most worn, I love Blurry Gray. Just easy, neutral, really pretty, as well as my Blurry Mauve. It's just a beautiful quad. These are still available. And then you guys really convinced me. I do not know why, but wasn't sure if I could get away with green with hazel eyes. I know that sounds silly, but I sometimes thought that it blurred them out. Fell in love with this Blurry Green. One of my most worn quads this past spring/fall. Love this quad so much. And then my next favorite one from them is the Holiday. You guys, this is my absolute favorite quad ever. This is the Lumiere at Opulence. I want them to make one big pan of this color right here. I love it so much, and I just found this to be super versatile. And again, this is one that I wear a lot. So love those from Chanel. I need to give a shout out to Chantecaille with their Vanishing Luminescent Eyeshadows, the Vanishing series, you guys. I started with a few of these luminescent eyeshadows and then ended up getting the entire collection. So just have to tell you, I still wear these all the time. I do not regret having all of them. They just work for me. It's an easy eye look. You can just swipe on one color or a few. They're the luminescent kind of formulation, so pretty. I would say Pangolin is one of my favorites, kind of a dusty lilac, so pretty. I love Cheetah, I love Rhino. I love them all, you guys. So thank you for nudging me in that direction. I was going to pass on them, and I'm glad that I have those in my collection and wear them all the time. Then I will have to say favorite Sicily eyeshadow. This is in Silky Steel. This is my absolute favorite eyeshadow for a quick and easy smoky eye. Love this formulation. It's creamy, it's easy to use, and this specific color is my favorite. Of course, I've got a little Tom Ford in my collection, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Pretty Baby. This was not launched this year, but it was new to me, and it was one of my most worn quads. This creates a really gorgeous, beautiful eye, and I just love this one. As well as this was in the launch in the holidays, and this is the Soleil et Lune. And you guys told me I needed to get this one for this little mint color. I was on the fence with this guy, and now I just absolutely love this quad. This is one that I find to be very wearable, and this little guy here just gives your eyes a little extra pop. So thank you for that nudge. We couldn't not include a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury. Gotta give a shout out to her Pillow Talk. As you can see, this is one of my most worn quads. I also love Exaggerize, but I couldn't find it. I do not know where it is. It's one of my favorites. So this one and Exaggerize, Pillow Talk and Exaggerize, two of my favorite Charlotte Tilbury eye quads. Now, overall best brand of 2019, I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Victoria Beckham. You guys, pretty much her entire line, there isn't anything that I have not liked. I love her eyeshadow bricks. I have it in tuxedo. I wear this one all the time. I wear the signature eye palette as well as the tweed. So I love the packaging, number one. So compact and chic, just a gorgeous formulation. And again, this is clean beauty. I love the fact that this is a clean beauty brand, but that it's got the luxe feel. Victoria Beckham, love it. Love her primer. Her eyeliners are also standouts, so I meant to mention that during the eyeliner episode. So I love her Victoria Beckham eyeliners, I love her lip liners, and I also love her lip products. So basically everything from Victoria Beckham. She also has the beautiful lid lusters. So that entire line, you guys, there's not one thing I don't like from it. So yay. The other brand that I want to give a shout out to is Surratt Beauty. This again has been around, but it was newer to me. And I love the eyeshadows from Surratt. These are just super finely milled powders, so pretty, and it's just gorgeous on the eye. This is actually what I'm wearing today. And you guys, this little collection is just kind of my go-to eye look. If you can see, I wear this a lot. And then we've got the blushes as well as the contour slash bronzer color. So basically all of Surratt Beauty. I haven't, again, that's a brand where I haven't really had anything that I do not like. I've tried some of their lip products. And I want to dive in a little bit more into this brand in 2020, but everything that I have received from them, I have loved. So Surratt Beauty, awesome. You guys, I am still a huge fan of Hourglass. I loved their launch this year of their Ghost palette. This is another one that I use all of the time. I still love pretty much the whole entire line of Hourglass. You guys, that's one of my favorite brands in all categories. So really love that. And I still use their Hourglass scattered lights all the time. Hourglass is one of my overall favorite brands, and I did want to say loved this launch of the Ghost palette, and of course I love their scattered lights. So still love all of those, and those are again something that I will keep in my rotation and have used them a lot. Those are kind of like my go-tos. Okay. We're gonna get to Lippies next. We're almost to the end, but I wanted to say I love all of the Sonia G brushes. I invested in them this year in the Pro Face and Eye, and you guys were right. There's not any of them that I do not like. I'm obsessed with her brushes. I will say my Sculpt one is like such my favorite bronzer brush. And I've been meaning to do a video of like my favorite out of all of them, but to be honest, you guys, I am using all of those brushes in that kit. So that investment has paid off for me, and I feel like it really helped me with applying eyeshadow and kind of just all makeup. The brushes have been worth every single penny, just like you guys told me they would be, and I feel like it has upped my game with applying my makeup and such. So thank you again for the nudge on those. Okay, you guys, I really like to buy lip products, and I had so many, but I just narrowed it down to the ones that I really wore the most, you know, the tried and true ones. And I fell in love with the Chantecaille. This is the Lip Veil in Honey Pot. You guys, this is pretty much my perfect nude. I love it so much. Such a pretty color, so good. I have so many and love the Chanel Coco Rouge Flash. You guys, these are just a gorgeous sort of hybrid lip color. It sort of has a glossy effect on the lip, easy to wear, and this color is actually in Jour. And just any of them, you guys, I have like a ton of them and I just love them. So again, want to give a shout out to that formulation because I'm someone who likes kind of those moisturizing hybrid between a gloss and a lipstick. One of my other standouts from 2019 is from the House of Sillage. Any of their beautiful lipstick cases, but it's the lipstick inside that's honestly amazing, and I love that formulation. This one is in Baroness, and it is just like my perfect kind of nude. I love that one. It's got a teeny bit of a beige peach undertone, and just one of my favorites. You guys, the lipsticks, as I've said in the past, they kind of grip the lips. They've got a little bit of diamond dust, and they just kind of tend to really help my moisturize. I just really enjoy the formulation. So although it is fun to be applying the lipstick with the fancy case, I do have to say the lipsticks themselves are amazing. Then I have to say new discovery, but it is my absolute favorite. And you guys, it's just launching in stores. So this one just came in. But I am obsessed with the Chanel Rouge Allure, and this is in Camellia Blanc, and that is $3.27. And this is the little, what I've been calling the white lipstick, but Posh is a subscriber who described it as baby's breath, and that's exactly it. It's just a beautiful, magical, pink kind of lipstick that I just feel like it does magic on your lips. You guys, I love it so much that I actually purchased a backup. It has been going in and out of being sold out, so just hang loose. It's only been launched so far at Nordstrom. I'm sure it'll be coming to Chanel.com, Macy's, and other places because this has become my current favorite lipstick. It is just magic on the lips. It's so moisturizing, and I just feel like it can transform any lipstick or lip liner or just wearing it on its own. It's gorgeous. It's Chanel, and just love that. Okay, lip liners. I do have to say, lip liners, I'm going to give a shout out to Victoria Beckham's lip liners. She has a fantastic range of colors. I particularly love number 2 and 3. Those are my favorite, and I use those. And then Chanel just came out with this newly released lip liners, and you guys, they are creamy. They are perfection. I have it in Rose Natural as well as Pivot, and I love them. So love those. Then I got to do a quick little shout out to my favorite lip glosses of the year, and they are going to be Hourglass. You guys, these are the Unreal. These are volumizing lip glosses. I love them. I don't know if you can see, but I literally have been using these so much that they're down to about there. Love that. And then of course we've got the Tom Fords. These are the Luxe glosses. Love, love, love these. Again, the packaging is to die for, but what's inside is fantastic, and these guys are my favorites. The colors that I have in these that I have used the most are Impulse, and that is kind of on your pink side, and then I have Crystalline that's going to give you that kind of peachy nude gloss. So these two are my favorite. Okay, you guys, these have been my absolute favorite standouts from 2019. You guys helped me purchase many of these items, gave me a nudge in the right direction. So I just wanted to give you guys a big thank you for all your support and love. This has been such a fun year, and I'm really looking forward to 2020. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.